Hello my strong shorties, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be talking about how to effectively lose fat in your workouts and what you should be doing for your body type as a petite woman. Petite does not only mean skinny and waif-like, it simply is referring to a woman who is under 5'5". So why does height make a difference? For fat loss, it can make a huge difference. This is very simply put because our metabolisms, aka the food that we eat in a day to maintain our weight, is based off of something called your basal metabolic rate. And that number is based off of things like your organ mass, your bone mass, muscle tissue, fat tissue, skeletal muscle, other types of connective tissue. Because we are shorter framed, our BMR is smaller. We have smaller organs. We tend to have less muscle mass, less bone density, etc., etc. Because we have shorter frames, less bone mass, smaller organs than someone who is, let's say, 5'8", our metabolism just doesn't need as much energy on average to maintain its weight. In other words, we just inherently require fewer calories in a day to maintain our weight. When you're trying to tone up and lose fat, most diet advice is centered around large calorie cuts. While a 5'8" woman who is a bit overweight can absolutely handle a 500 to 700 calorie deficit and not be starving, if you're 5'1" and you're only eating about 1,600 calories on average, you try to take out that same amount, you're left with 1,100 calories or less. This isn't about eating healthy foods anymore. This is literally starving yourself to see that weight loss. And it takes a huge amount of willpower to be hungry all the time. This is exactly why dieting is so hard. You feel restricted because you are. You feel like it's an all or nothing mindset because that's so few calories. It is. And you either give up a couple weeks in or you just feel like you need to eat low calorie for the rest of your life in fear of weight gain. That can lead to food obsession, food guilt, fear of socializing, restrict binge tendencies, just bad things on the whole, things that we don't want you to have to go through in order to feel more confident in your physique. What's worse, a lot of women are still really gravitating towards workouts like Pilates and yoga, spin and HIIT classes in order to tone up and lose fat. This is absolutely one of the worst strategies you could be taking as a petite who is trying to tone up and lose fat. You're still probably thinking of exercise as a way to burn calories. The more calories you burn, the more weight loss you're going to see. AKA, the less you eat and the more you exercise, the faster your weight loss progress. This is absolutely a recipe that will keep you in low-calorie diets or yo-yo dieting, binge eating, and working out way more than you need to in order to see small results. And you probably aren't going to have the body that you're actually dreaming of with this type of strategy. Instead, this is what your fat loss plan should look like. Lift weights, resistance training. You want to build muscle. You don't want to just lose weight. This is me whenever I lost weight and I wasn't resistance training at all. I had been doing some cardio. I'd been going to yoga classes 4 to 5 times a week. And I had a much higher step count because that was whenever I moved to New York City. And initially that did increase my energy expenditure and helped me lose weight. However, this was not the desired effect. I was a smaller size in my clothes, but I was still skinny fat and I had no definition. I wasn't lean and toned despite losing weight. Fast forward to lifting weights, going through a bulk and a cut, and really prioritizing protein most days. I weigh the same as my heaviest look, but my body is so different. I love my shape, I have way more confidence, and I feel better than I ever did at 34 years old versus 22. Ladies, having muscle mass on your frame is what gives you definition. It's what gives you a badonkadonk, a defined back, a smaller waist through building up your shoulders and your back and your glutes. But that's not all. No. That's not all, folks. Muscle is more metabolically expensive than fatty tissue. So over time, as you put more muscle mass on your frame, the calories that you need to maintain your new weight actually increases. This is an amazing long-term strategy to help you eat more without fear of fat gain, enjoy food, enjoy social occasions with less guilt, maintain a healthier, functional, bomb physique. Plus, because your body requires more calories in a day, guess what that does to fat loss? It makes it easier. It makes it a lot more sustainable and achievable. For example, my maintenance calories right now are around 2,200 calories per day. Before, whenever I weighed 122 pounds, my maintenance calories were closer to 1,600 calories per day. Creating a deficit of about 300 calories is clearly a lot more easier whenever I have 2,200 calories to work from. It's a lot more sustainable and achievable because I won't be starving myself. I just have to make some smart food swaps and really prioritize a lot of whole food sources. So ladies, your fat loss plan should absolutely revolve around resistance training first and foremost. Quality resistance training, quality weight lifting. I do not mean lifting 2-pound dumbbells in a spin class or doing a lot of ab routines in Pilates or even doing reformer routines in Pilates. That is not quality resistance training that is focused on building muscle. It's not. A fat loss plan as a petite should revolve around building muscle mass and maintaining muscle mass. And we do have some research to back this up. Specifically for women, this study found that women who were training 3 times per week saw more body fat loss than women who were training 2 times per week, even though the training volume was actually equated. So training volume is the same. The only difference was that frequency. So 3 times per week training is a little bit better than 2 times per week training if your goal is to build muscle and lose fat. Another study demonstrates that there might be a positive effect on body composition, aka building muscle and losing fat, with full body training splits over body part training splits. So I know a lot of you are following your favorite fitfluencers, and that's totally fine for some inspiration, but a lot of them tend to do body part splits. What I mean is they're doing legs 3 times a week, upper body 2 times a week, whatever. This study demonstrated that full body, so training upper body and lower body on the same day throughout the week, is a little bit better for fat loss. Finally, we also have a study that demonstrates improved body composition and improved glycemic control in normal weight individuals with type 2 diabetes with strength training over aerobic exercise. So, all in all, resistance training is great for health and body composition and fat loss. So here are my recommendations if you are a woman who is 5'5" and you are looking to tone up and lose fat. Follow a resistance training program 3 to 4 times per week. I have preferred full body routines for several years of training. And like I mentioned, there might be a slight advantage if your goal is fat loss with these type of routines. Now, we know that fat loss is still controlled by other factors than resistance training and your BMR. You absolutely can increase your energy expenditure to see an added fat loss effect. What do I mean by that? Is you can increase your step count or increase the steady state cardio that you are doing. You do not have to go to spin classes, HIIT classes, circuit classes. If you are a petite body type and you still want to lose like over 10 pounds, then this strategy might be for you. So combining your strength training and your resistance training workouts with an increased step count and following that plan for anywhere between 12 to 16 weeks. If you want to learn more about losing fat as a shorter woman, someone who is under 5'5", then I do have a free masterclass that you can download on my website, and I will put that link in the description box below. If you are looking for a glute-focused hourglass program where you are only training 3 times per week and your workouts are only gonna take you 30 to 40 minutes on average. If you guys want the convenience of having a program in app, which simply means it's always in your pocket because it's gonna be on your phone. You have training demos so you understand what the exercises actually are. You have notes from me about technique and what you should be doing. And of course, you have the convenience of just logging it right there on your phone. It's always with you. Then I'm offering a 6-month program for just $45 for the first 50 people who sign up. Most apps are charging you $20 to $30 per month. I'm only charging you $45 one-time fee. No other hidden fees or anything, you guys. I have a free program also on my website that I will link in the description box below. Okay, if you guys want to see what my full body routines look like, just leave me a comment in below so I can know what you guys want to see from me and I can go through my workouts with you. Okay, you guys, that is it for today. I hope you learned something in this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.